Do you ever feel like you're stuck in a loop, waking up and doing the same things day in and day out, just like a character in a time loop movie? Life starts to feel predictable, even pointless, like you're going through the motions with no change in sight.
Today, tomorrow, yesterday, it's all the same.
But what if the daily loop of life isn't the thing holding you back, but the thing giving you the chance to get it right? Let me explain, with the help of some of the greatest time loop movies ever made. Ever since Groundhog Day, time loop movies have captivated our culture, evolving into a genre all of its own, with Hollywood continuing to serve these films up, for better or for worse.
Hang on, buddy. We're coming. I think we got it. Oh, no, we don't got it.
That's because there's something so comforting and familiar about the time loop genre. Time loop movies resonate with us as humans because they tap into the deeply relatable experience of repetition.
Soda can. Coffee spill.
Just like the characters in these films reliving the same day over and over, many of us find ourselves trapped in a loop of our own, waking, working, eating, sleeping, and repeating. The routine of life can feel tedious, even suffocating, with no space for transformation in the monotony.
I decided a while ago to sort of give up and stop trying to make sense of things altogether.
But in time loop movies, the lead characters have it even worse than us. Instead, in these films, they're doomed to relive the worst day of their lives over and over again. In Edge of Tomorrow, the cowardly Major William Cage is thrown into a battle against an alien invasion and immediately killed, only to wake up and relive the same day of his death over and over again.
The ship is going to explode. What are you doing?
Find me when you wake up.
What?
Come find me when you wake up.
In Groundhog Day, cynical weatherman Phil Connors is stuck endlessly repeating the same day of February the 2nd in Punxsutawney, a small town that he hates.
What would you do if you were stuck in one place and every day was exactly the same and nothing that you did mattered?
No, that sums it up for me.
In Palm Springs, two strangers, Niles and Sarah, meet at a wedding and end up trapped in a time loop, forced to relive the same awful day of November the 9th. Niles wakes up each day knowing his girlfriend is cheating on him, while Sarah is stuck repeating the aftermath of a secret that's filled her with shame.
I mean, you cannot keep running from this person forever.
What are you talking about? Of course I can.
And in Source Code, Colter Stevens keeps waking up in a stranger's body, replaying the same 8 minutes before a train explodes, killing him again and again.
Oh. No.
In time loop movies, nothing changes. The weather, the people, the conversations, everything repeats exactly.
It's gonna be cold, it's gonna be gray, and it's gonna last you for the rest of your life.
And when escape out the time loop feels impossible, it's easy to stop caring, to numb out life with distractions, or just give up entirely. Because in these time loop movies, nothing can break the cycle. Nothing, that is, except the lead character and their actions.
Phil.
He might be okay.
Time loop movies show us something radical, that when everything around you is stuck, your actions are the only thing that matter. You can't blame the loop, you can't wait for the day to change, the only variable in the system is you. There's always a turning point in a time loop story, when the character stops fighting the loop, when they realize, I can't change the day, but I can change how I live it. In Edge of Tomorrow, Tom Cruise literally dies every day, helpless in the face of an alien war. But then he decides to start using the loop to improve, mastering combat, learning the battlefield, and becoming the soldier the world needs.
Unless you change the outcome.
Me?
In Groundhog Day, Phil finally wakes up with purpose. He stops manipulating others and starts becoming a better person. The day doesn't change, but he does. In Palm Springs, Sarah refuses to stay stuck in a life she's ashamed of. She takes ownership of her past and teaches herself quantum physics to break free from the loop. Okay, the science here is a bit of a stretch, but it shows that the loop only bends when Sarah decides to confront her life head on. In Source Code, Colter Stevens uses his repeating 8-minute window not just to complete his mission, but to save everyone on the train and find meaning in the little time he has left. And even in 50 First Dates, a rom-com which kind of has a soft time loop, Lucy wakes up every day after a car accident thinking it's Sunday, October the 13th. To spare her from the trauma of her condition, Lucy's dad and her brother reenact the same day forever. But her future boyfriend Henry takes a different route, making a video so Lucy can wake up knowing the truth, and so that they can build something real inside her memory loop. These characters all hit the same realization. Even when the world is frozen, change is still possible. Because repetition isn't their curse, it's their greatest tool. Time loop movies are metaphors for real life. And in these films, transformation doesn't come after the loop, it comes through it. They show us that the boring, repetitive parts of life, the stuff we usually try to fast forward, might actually be where the real growth happens. In Edge of Tomorrow, each death teaches Cage something new.
Again.
The loops become a training ground to learn strategy, resilience, and how not to die. It's the trial and error of repetition that become his path to transformation.
Maggot. I'm trying to be nice to you, Maggot. Now move.
In Groundhog Day, when Phil is encouraged by Rita to think of the loops as a blessing instead of a curse,
Well, sometimes I wish I had 1,000 lifetimes. I don't know, Phil. Maybe it's not a curse. Just depends on how you look at it.
he uses the repetition to learn to play the piano, make ice sculptures, and help the people of Punxsutawney. Phil begins to shape his time loop, and his growth happens through the repetition, not in spite of it. In an interview with The Guardian in 2023, Groundhog Day screenwriter Danny Rubin said he believes the film and the subsequent time loop genre it started struck a chord with audiences because it gave a name to the very common human experience of realizing that you're stuck. People figure that if Phil can change, maybe they can too. And it is the process of repetition that really pushes him out of his negative patterns. In time loop movies, the message is clear. These films show us that even when life feels stagnant, change is within our reach. And growth doesn't require dramatic external change. It happens in the small daily decisions we make. The loop isn't about being stuck. It's about being given another chance. Unlike the protagonists of these films, we don't get infinite resets, but we do get a fresh start every morning. You don't need to relive the same day 12,400 times to change your life. You just need to choose differently. Today.